Yo, what up, niggas? It's your buddy Philko here, reporting live from Ukraine. Now, this video is going to kind of be a personal story video, but it's not. I'm not going to put it in a personal storage, personal story playlist because this is something current and it's not really a personal story. This is just a video of me wanting to explain something, and I wanted to make the video. I want to make a video of me speaking on this, but actually, from the pictures I have with Anna, I'm pretty sure people rather look at those than look at me. Now, let me explain. Now, a lot of you who've been watching my videos for a while, you've seen my whole singles thing, and one of the girls who were on singles was a girl I called Anna. Her real name is Anastasia, but I just call her Anna because whatever, right? And so, me and Anna, we have been friends on the internet, like contacted for like 2 years, So I've been speaking to her like since I was just in America, like before I even left the country to go to Russia. We've always wanted to meet. We've always wanted to get to know more about each other and stuff like that. And so basically 2 years go by and we have our opportunity. So we met and we had a lot of fun. But what I want to explain in this video is how a lot of times when I travel, I kind of need like I don't know what to call them. Not really an assistant or a live-in. It's like I need a live-in assistant everywhere I go. Like in most places in Russia and Ukraine, like every city, it's typical for me to have a live-in assistant. And she was my live-in assistant for like 3-4 days. She does everything, basically she does everything that I need that I'm not too good at doing. So, she cooks, she clean, and all that kind of stuff. She's a very sweet girl. Like, no matter what I needed. I remember one time, it was like 4 in the morning, and I said some shit like, I can't sleep because I'm hungry. She literally just jumped out the bed. She goes, okay, what would you like? I'm like, whoa, wait, no, I can't do that. She's like, come on, what would you like? I'm like, no, I don't want you to do that. She's like, what would you like, Phil? Come on, I'm tired. I want to cook, so I go back to bed. And I was like, okay. And I just told her what I wanted and whatever. That's just the kind of girl she is. But I think at that point, I just wanted a banana. Then I let her go back to sleep. Then she got up like a few hours later and cooked something. So, she was a really nice girl. And it was just amazing seeing her because I don't think I've met anyone that I've been talking to online for more than 2 years like I've met her. So it's like if I've been talking to someone, no one else I know have I been speaking with for 2 years, and still talk to them plus meet them. So that's crazy. Like maybe it's been a year, maybe some months, but 2 years. She is one of the original people that I've spoken to over the past 2 years, and it's just good for me to finally get to meet her. And I'm just so happy she wasn't tall like I thought she would be, because if she were tall, it'd make me look short because now I'm a little ass guy. And when you meet people, you kind of think like, before you meet them, you kind of think things like, especially when you think highly of them, you think things like, this person isn't going to like me, this person isn't going to want to spend time with me, this person isn't going to want to help me, this person isn't going to want to just do all these things that I would like for this person to do because I'll be annoying. I'd feel like I'm being annoying, especially when you look highly of that person. But contrary to what I thought, like she was more than happy to do anything I needed, everything I needed. She helped me get the new apartment. She was with me everywhere I went. She wasn't catty. That's the most important thing. Whenever I have like a live-in assistant, whatever the hell you want to call it, whenever I have one, it's like if you're catty, like what I mean by catty, if those girls like get angry when other girls are around, it's not going to work. Like the only kind of girls or people in general, because I can do this with a guy too. There was a guy who slept over my house. This is no joke. There was a guy who slept over my house. When the fuck was this? This was after the night I cried. There was a guy who stayed over. He woke up, cooked me. Yo, no lie. This dude woke up, cooked me breakfast in his underwear. And so him and so it was him. It wasn't just me and him. It was me, him, and Anna. Okay, so. Literally, he was trying to fight with Anna to make me breakfast. He was fighting to make me breakfast. And he was in his tight-ass underwear. So, I appreciate the help from all sexes. I really don't care. There's no shame in my game. You know what I mean? I really don't care. Only difference is if it's a guy living assistant, that motherfucker gotta sleep a good 5 feet away. A female assistant can sleep where she wants, but a man assistant, 5 feet away. Can't be the same bed. I don't even like the same room, but if they're real cool, whatever. You know what I mean? Or if I knew them for a long time, whatever. And she was just able to basically deal with everything. The partying, the pictures, and nothing seemed to bother her. So I was just kind of thrown I just kind of, I was beside myself with interest, or I don't know how the fuck to put it. I guess I impressed myself because of how I made her look at me. Because I've always looked at her, like the past 2 years, she was always, wow, that really pretty girl with the black hair, green eyes, and great rack. She's really good looking, and why would she ever want to bother with the person like me, or why would she ever even want to talk to me? And from all me thinking all that shit, you can tell I'm nervous making this video. And from all that shit, I've just said, for her to come and look at me that way. So that just made me feel like pretty damn good about myself, I guess. And I would give some highlights of our little time we spent together. Her and most other Ukrainian girls do not like when you buy them things when you first meet. Like they always offer to pay for their own shit, and they don't like accepting gifts and stuff too much. I guess it's just as at first. They don't like accepting gifts and shit too much. Except for this one girl last night who, like, I paid for everything basically. Except for her, no one else really likes that kind of stuff. They like paying their own way, blah blah blah. That's what I'm seeing so far. I've only been in one city in one city in Ukraine. That's Dnipropetrovsk, and everyone keeps asking me to compare Russia and Ukraine. But once again, I can't do that yet. It's too early. I gotta wait until I see more cities in Ukraine that I can compare it to Russia. But until then, it's too early. And she did all that, and she met this other lady that very helpful to me. This other YouTube lady who every day walks up to me and says, she just goes, "If you need anything, I'm here. Tell me what you need, I'll do it. If you need anything, I'm here. Tell me what you need, I'll do it. I don't care what it is. I'll come to you. I'll be there 15 minutes. I'm leaving my husband at home." And no, not anything sexual, but just like anything you need, I'll do it. That's how that other lady is. And when they met, they both just clicked. But it would be a problem if, like, my living assistant was catty, because straight up and down, most of the people I'm near when I'm on tour are females. That's just usually how it is. Most of my managers are females. So this manager was a female. The manager that I was supposed to have in the city where I should be now, but I'm staying here, Dnipropetrovsk, because it got canceled, is a female. The next one in Moscow, that's a female. In Yekaterinburg, that's two females. It's two females. Then I go to a small cottage next to Yekaterinburg to stay 2 nights with 15 college students, and I get paid for it. And that's like, you guys remember I did that before. I stayed in a cottage with 13 university students, and they were females. They're like 4 guys in total, 13 females, and they paid me to stay overnight. Well, we're doing it again. They're paying me to stay over their cottage for 2 nights this time. So those are females. Then after that, I should know this. After that, I go to Tyumen, and that's a female. That lady's an older female, like in her 30s. That's a female. Then I go to Chelyabinsk. That's a male. Then I go to Samara. That's a male. And after that, I'm not sure. So the vast majority of this business is females for me. It's like females who call, females who do this, females who do the transaction, female lawyers who help get me out of trouble. It's just a bunch of females. So a lot of people see the females around me as like, oh, they're just as sluts, they're just as whores. You guys have no idea how helpful these females actually are. From everything, from keeping my stomach full, to keep me out of prison, and from keeping me from getting deported. Like, the most helpful female I've met, I can't give it to one. It has to be between 3. And I'm not trying to offend anyone. The most helpful females ever is between my first girl, my girlfriend in Russia that I broke up with, my ex-girlfriend. The reason why I ever came to Russia was because of her. Then there's Olya. Then there's, of course, Crazy Face. But you know what? In the end, I have to give it to Crazy Face. And I'm going to say Crazy Face is the most helpful girl I've ever met in Russia, because she was doing crazy shit to help me out before she even really knew me. And she traveled like 12 hours just to come to my shows, my classes, whatever you want to call them, shows, classes. 12 hours, that's the record. 12 hours on the train just for my classes, to stay at some crappy hostel. And then next thing you know, we're living together and traveling the world together. So I would say she is definitely the most helpful out of everybody. And that's no disrespect to Olya, that's no disrespect to, Dasha, but definitely it's Crazy Face. All the way, it's Crazy Face. So I just like to thank everybody for all the help. Anna was just a reminder that, there's no one, I believe there's no one who's too good for anybody. I guess that's the conclusion of this. There's no one who's too good for anybody. No matter who she is, no matter who he is, that person isn't too good for you. You just got to figure it out. That's what you got to do. You got to figure it out. Because there's even times I've dated girls who I've previously said in my mind, I'm never dating that person. But then it happened. So that's basically it, people. Let me know what you think. Your boy Philko is out, and I'm going to have a special guest in some later videos. She's really, really pretty, all right? And I'm going, people. Later.